From President Trump, he refused to rule out the use of U.S. military force on the mainland of Venezuela. Of course, it's all to curb the spread of fentanyl and other illegal narcotics. Our chief Washington correspondent, James Rosen, sitting down for a fascinating exchange with the president's top counterterrorism advisor, Dr. Sebastian Gorka, a very familiar face here to us at Newsmax, James, but an integral one. I know you had a very in-depth conversation about some of the counterterrorism actions in that part of the world. Good to see you.
Bianca, good afternoon to you. As the Senior Director for Counterterrorism on the White House National Security Council, Dr. Sebastian Gorka told Newsmax that he has received President Trump's green light to get back into the business, as Gorka puts it, of killing jihadis. But the Trump team has also expanded the counterterrorism mission to encompass drug cartels. And on September 2nd, U.S. forces killed 11 people with an airstrike on this boat operating in international waters off the coast of Venezuela. Critics have suggested the president lacked the legal authority for such an action.
We had exquisite intelligence on who they were, what their intentions were, and what was on that boat.
The White House released a statement asserting that the president was acting in defense of vital U.S. national security interests.
Correct.
But that is not a legal authority. What was the actual legal authority?
Exigent circumstances and the fact that we have declared an emergency when it comes to the territorial sovereignty of the United States.
Dr. Gorka told me, quote, "The law is of ultimate importance to the president in everything he does." But the White House has appeared uncertain at different times of the exact terms on which the U.S. is confronting the narco-terrorists.
This is a war. The cartel started it, and we're declaring war on you.
You just stated that the United States considers itself on a war footing with these cartels.
No. You
used the word war.
We said war
okay, I see.
on us.
Okay.
Right?
President Trump has said the Venezuela-based drug cartel, the gang known as Tren de Aragua, operates under the direct control of Venezuela's strongman President Nicolas Maduro. So if a bunch of low-level drug runners operating in international waters are fit targets for American lethal action, shouldn't it stand to reason that someone like Nicolas Maduro, whose good offices are being put to the use of expanding these operations that are killing Americans, should he himself not consider himself a legitimate target of U.S. lethal action?
Well, that's not permitted in U.S. law. The president is prohibited from targeting heads of state for lethal action. So, no.
Dr. Gorka said the Trump administration since January 20 has killed close to 150 jihadis and also takes domestic terrorism threats seriously as well. Bianca.
James Rosen, great to have you with us. Thank you for that report. And folks, we want to also update you as we go to break. We just told you J.D. Vance was hosting Charlie Kirk's podcast, and Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller was there talking about one of the last comments Charlie had shared with him, and that is taking on left-wing groups that promote violence and violent ideologies. Here's what he said a short time ago.
I think it was just the day before we lost him, which was that we need to have an organized strategy to go after the left-wing organizations that are promoting violence in this country. And I will write those words onto my heart, and I will carry them out.